It's quite sturdy. Not much movement in that. Swizzle, swizzle, swizzle. Swizzle, swizzle, swizzle. Get it all off. Hello guys! If you want to see another stunning display of Northern Lights, then stay tuned. This is a bit more of a talky video, but I think I've put sections in where you can skip those parts if you want to. But I'm testing the new Durston X Mid Solid tent in 4-season conditions. You know it's a 3-season tent, but it has a 4-season in there. No, I'm not testing it to see if it's for 4-season. No, I'm just using it because it's lighter right now for me, for the injuries. But it did well actually, and yeah, it's pretty capable for some winter conditions. It is. It's quite a good tent. So, so stay tuned, and I'll see you right at the beginning of the video, which was not looking so good to start with, and then a massive surprise happened, and it changed everything. And yeah, please be sure to check out the G5 store. I'm back like 5-6 videos back. I think it might be 7 or 8 videos back now. It was flipping amazing. Like it was right up top. I call this the Northern Lights Hill. The Devil's Beef Tub is the Northern Lights Hill, guys. Oh! So I'll see you soon, guys. Hello! Hello, guys. So I've just arrived at the start of the Devil's Beef Tub and opened the door, and it's freezing. It's meant to be -4 tonight with feels of -14 with 20 mph wind. Now, I'm not thinking it will be 20 up on this hill, but we'll see. Hoping that everything goes okay. I have a tent I've been in before, but it's new to me because I've never pitched it. I've watched it being pitched, but I've not pitched it. So, yeah, I'm not walking far. It's a very easy walk. My tibialis posterior tendon. It's on week 4. 3.5 weeks now of flare, but it's a bit better. I mean, I've done a couple of 2-mile walks, so this is just like a 10-minute walk from the car with 50 metres of ascent, but my back's quite heavy, so I'm going to take it carefully and easy. So it's going to be a bit of a faff putting the tent up, but I guess this is a tent review. It's not a 4-season tent, but it has a 4-season inner, so I think it will cope well in these conditions, but not all winter conditions. So that'll be interesting to set up. And then I am trying a new Osmo DJI Action Camera 4 as well, which I'm going to try and capture a night lapse with, see how it goes. Northern Lights are kind of there tonight, so we'll see if we capture that. And it's a 17-hour night in the dark by myself. So I've brought a book to read about astral projection, which I'm like very far through, so hopefully I get that finished. Then I'll do some filming, probably on my phone camera, because my DJI will be doing a night lapse. And yeah, that's the plan really. I have lots of water, lots of brew materials, and it's New Year's Day. It's New Year's Day. Solo wild camp female. I might have put a clickbait title on this video. It's not like me to do that, but I mean, I am a solo female, and it is winter, and I am in a 3-season tent, and I am on my own. Ooh, scary stuff. So, really scary stuff, man, guys. Anyway, I have got a slight headache, because I guess it's because of all the... I've been running around like a hairy chicken today, packing my stuff, and I'm running short of time because at the minute it's 3:30, sunset's at 4, so I'm going to get a move on. I might not film much. I'm doing all my filming in the car when I'm getting ready. These are watching me get ready right now. I'll show you the setup. So, I'm not going to use this because I'm using a microphone, which I don't know how to use yet, by the way. Just saying. I have used it once, of course, I've tried it out, but I'm a bit nervous. But yeah, I'm gonna... This is the DJ, whatever you call it. Lovely present from Soul Solitaire. Really hyped about using it. Hehe. It comes with this outer thing that you can put on it. So it's quite cool, magnetic, like you can put it in like portrait mode as well as, it's really awesome, that I love that. Because I'm going to use a microphone, I'm not putting the wind muff on. So I'm going to hold it like that. And I got a new little stand so I can actually stand stuff up now. And I won't break this. Well, actually, I broke this when I was lent it by David. And I broke another stand before I set off today, which I had anyway. I like breaking things. And the microphone, oh god. Skip to the first part. Sorry. Guys, skip to like 3 minutes in if you don't want to listen to all my faffing at the start, just saying. So a DJI mic, which I'm going to plonk on me. So that's all the stuff, so I'll catch you out there. Hectic, this is very hectic. I didn't bring my waterproof bottoms because it stopped snowing. I just hope it doesn't start because I know it won't snow overnight and tomorrow, so yeah. Don't advise doing that, guys, don't do that. Look how big my bag is. Absolute joke. But I have somewhere to put my keys in. I think I'll put them a lock. I don't, hang on a minute. Lock. And there we go. Right, oh. It says it's recording this. Are you there? Hi. Okay, bye. Let's go. I'm just carrying it under my arm. I've got my poles because it's a pole tent. Durston X Mid, I believe. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I forget what they're called these days. Right, so my gloves are packed way down at the bottom of my bag. Bad idea, that. Really bad. Really prepared for this camp. Guys, the colours in the sky are amazing. I just realised I've got a sharp thing on my foot. Walk away shop, look at me with my new gadgets. Fantastic. Right, I'm coming back now. I'm going to put all this in. Happy New Year, guys. And thank you for all my new little subscribers that you'll notice that for all you newbies that my videos tend to differ quite a lot. Some are quite cinematic, and this year I'm going to be really having a big change. I'm not going to say, well, I'm going to say what. I'm thinking about maybe starting to live out of a van, we'll see. I don't know, but I'm not going to make it a van life channel. I might not though, I might get a smaller van and just do mini trips instead. I'm still like undecided on it all. But yeah. So big changes this year. And yeah, my videos tend to differ, and this is going to be more of a, if you like watching me waffle on kind of video. I have got my drone with me, I will get some good shots, night lapse and all that, but it was kind of more just to show you this new tent. I'm not doing the Dome X Mid that everyone's pissed me off doing right now. Everyone's literally doing it as a 4-season tent. It's not a 4-season tent. And this isn't a 4-season tent either, it's a 3-season tent. To be honest with you, I think this X Mid I'm using is much more worthy in winter conditions than the Dome is. And we'll talk about that a bit later. But yeah, I wouldn't use it in all winter conditions. Look at that colour. I mean, I'm not using a GoPro like I usually would. My hands are freezing. Good luck putting the tent up. But yeah, and see, interesting. I'm going to try and film straight away from get-go in RAW, which I've never done before in my videos. So it should increase the quality. So my video compression's on HEVC, I think is what you call. I've done a load of research on this. And it's a nice start because I'm getting into photography this year. And I'm going to be purchasing a nice camera for photography and video cinematic shots too, which actually was used in my last video by a friend of mine, Benjamin, who was out camping with me. If you haven't checked that Winter Summit camping out, check it out. That's where I flared my tibialis tendon up. Anyway, I tend to, for the new guys, sorry, I do tend to mention injuries quite a lot because the last 2 years have been very unfortunate for me, and still are. I'm still quite unfortunate. Put it this way, I have 5 serious injuries going on my body right now. But we don't need to go there, and I'm not going to talk any more about it. So, we've got to go up here. I hope you can still hear me. And you tell me if you think there's much difference with the microphone in comparison to me just talking to a GoPro with no microphone. and a wind buff instead, which I'll still be doing from time to time with this action camera. But I really want to put this equipment to the test today and see how we go. Oh, it's wintry, all right. So this is ultra wide. I've switched to ultra wide mode. How does that look? That's without, I mean, this is a video to test everything. I'll have my preferences obviously later on of what I prefer. How cool is that? I look well professional right now. Those clouds behind me right there. Another cool thing this camera can do is it can show you. I've got a front touch screen. It's supposed to be able to zoom in whilst I'm talking. Tap and hold. There we go. Here we go. Look. Oh, hello. But because I was an ultra wide angle, it would zoom in more if it was on standard, I'd believe. But that's quite class, isn't it? And it goes underwater! Oh my god. I've got everything set on auto right now, and right now, and for like the exposure. But for the night lapse, I'll have to preset it by myself and take the stability off, and hopefully hope for the best that the camera doesn't fall over or wobble during the night. But yeah, it's also a good test to see how long this battery life lasts in this cold weather. I will have it in my sleeping bag from the times I'm not using it, just to keep it warm. But yeah, oh wow, these colours. I'm talking a lot right now, so sorry about that, guys. I should really get on with putting the tent up and get myself up there. Okay, I'll see you up there. I guess I'm quite excited. Oh! So this is me without the microphone on, I believe. No muff. You can maybe hear the difference, I'm not sure. It's not so windy though. Yeah, slight breeze, I'm happy with that. Glad it's not. Well, I am about 600 metres here, I think. And I did only look at the white Coombe forecast, which is a Corbett height, so it'll be a bit less than what that was. But yeah, the clouds have been awesome behind me. I don't know if you can see that so well on there. Let's try the zoom thing. There we go. Right, so the clouds, I don't know if it picks that up on the camera, but look at that. Sun's setting over there, and there's actually mist covering the Lowther Hills. By the way, the Lowther Hills has got one of the highest, well, is the highest road. It stretches for 2 miles in the UK, but it's not a public road, so it's not marked down as the highest road. But that's at Lowther Hill. And I've always had this fantasy of getting my inline figure skates and droning myself skating along that road because it's flat concrete. Anyway, off that topic, let's start putting the tent up, shall we? Yeah.
So hey guys, this video is literally my first time with all this gear, so I mean, it's not going to be one of my best edits, this inevitable, but I'm trying my best. I've realised a few things that I should have had the stability off during the dusk shots such as this, because the quality is ruined and it's degraded because it's on. So yeah, I'm learning.
So let's put a light on, shall we?
Also, we're shooting in RAW, whereas usually I'm in auto, so the quality is quite degraded.
And get set up, and I'll go through some of my equipment that I have.
Really, in order to get the most out of RAW shooting, you need to have all the Adobe edit, so my software just wasn't really up to the standards to kind of utilise it being in RAW. So next time I film will be in auto as usual until I learn how to use Adobe, which I've tried before and failed absolutely miserably.
I am way over prepared for this weather. I just wanted to show you guys stuff though. As far as I'm aware, this tent doesn't really have a clip for torches or lights, but I'm going to clip it on the inner bit at the minute so we've got something to work with. Right. I will need that for blowing something up in a minute though. Sean's here. Sean is here. We'll blow this up quickly. I'm just going to leave you recording there at convenience and then just edit bits out. So I like this. Comes with a little Velcro strap which tightens it really small, as you can see. Really light. Let's pump it up. Do you know, pump it up. You can have the light on at the same time, I think. Amazing, lovely view. We're just looking at the clouds over there, really clouding in all the tops. Lucky there's visibility here, to be honest, because White Coombe hasn't got any. And the hills in front of me doesn't have any either. It's coming from the north, so it's clear over there. So it should clear. Let's check out the mat now. Right, let's have a look at the setup in here. So we have the flex tail. I'm going to have a flex tail pillow as well. Now I want to sort this bagginess out, the tent out here. It's a little bit, see that? Not liking that. Not sure why that is. So let's try and sort that out. Not much movement in that, guys. Now I've sorted this out. It just needed to be moved over slightly to the left. I've had it, I mean, it was pitched more firmly than that. I mean, it's brilliant for the conditions I'm in at the minute. So, I mean, I know people have made it take a hitting of like 40s and 50s and it's done well. So, I mean, it's a great tent. And I love the shape of it because you've got two vestibules, you see. You've got one on the other side too. Here. Which if I was to open up right now, you'd see that, well, it's buckled at the bottom, which is a nice little feature too. You can buckle it there just to look out, but plenty of space in there. You see, what have we here? I used to use drive bags for my sleeping bag because it's not good with down to compressing too much, and they don't compress as much. But I recently had to buy one of these because I've not got all the ultra lightweight gear that I want. I want a Western Mountaineering sleeping bag which packs a lot smaller than that, probably half the size, and weighs less than a kilogram. This weighs 1.4, I think. It's a 4-season Rab 900 Ascent, and I love it. Yeah, but packed smaller, a lot smaller with one of these. So I'm going to get that out now. So you can already see that the down's quite bumped. It'll come up in a minute. Flex tail pillow. Love these. This is supposed to be so that I broke it. It connects around your mat so it doesn't move around the pillow. I love this. And that's the setup so far.
To be honest with you, if I were using the GoPro right now, this would be rubbish quality.
We've got our titanium cooking equipment, which is ultra lightweight. I just got this recently. We've got some gas in there, but we don't have... Oh no. We don't have our gas lighter, guys. That's not good. Just nearly set the tent on fire. Don't tell somebody to hear that. No, it went... So I had to put it out there. Can see the northern lights, guys. Well, it's not dark enough quite yet, but the camera, I'm hoping that I really hope the time lapse is getting this. Because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'll have to YouTube it right now and see if I've got the settings right. I did do that already, but it's my first time, as I said, trying it. So I hope the settings are all right. That's the tent. That's the northern lights right above us, babes. Oh, you babies, look at that. Hey, I can see the red by eye. watching that right now. I'm just going to enjoy it this time, you know. I'm not going to be taking tons of photos and all that. I just want to enjoy this. Happy New Year, guys! First of the year! Woo! I've put my bottle in Murray. Keep it from freezing. So I left my knife and fork. So I'm going to have to eat with my hands. Thankfully it's veggie couscous, so it's not runny, so I can actually... What am I going to use to stir my coffee in the morning? I'll have to use the edge of this. Camping, I always take a camel pack, and I usually put this in something so it doesn't freeze, but I don't use it really. I just do this though, so that when because there's no water resources sometimes, and I don't want to use too much gas. Sometimes I just carry water. It never freezes in a camel pack with rubber. I find it never freezes, so it's good. So you can kind of see what I've done. I've had to get a peg to mix up my food bag, which is currently warming me up in there. And then I'm going to have to use it. I don't know how I'm going to eat it. I'm going to have to eat it with my hands, but I'm going to have to use this to make my tea. Yeah, and well, it's been a bit stressful, I must say. So it's been a bit of a... I've lost my tent pegs. 10 Hilleberg pegs. Each Hilleberg, I know it's a lot, but they cost like 10 quid each, I think, or 5. Yeah, anyway, it's going to cost me 40 or 50 quid to get 10 more pence, but I don't know where they've gone. I just hope they just turn up in the morning. I've looked everywhere. I mean, I've emptied everything everywhere. Nah, gone. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to eat my dinner tonight because it's acting so well as a hot water bottle. I think I'll just probably sit here with it. But I'm going to have to do it the Chinese way. If that's the Chinese way, I'm going to have to eat it with my hands. So it's going to get messy.
Correction, sorry, it's actually Indians that do that. No joke.
Anyways. This is really enjoyable when you've forgotten your knife and fork and you don't have anything at all. And you have to make a mess. And it's burning my fingers. Yeah, not going so well today. Happy New Year! It is good though. Crap. Oh my god. No. I'm gonna end up with like rice stuck to my sleeping bag tomorrow. Or frozen, shall we say. A little catch up with you guys. What did I do for Christmas? I had a nice chilled Christmas at home. My mum's in Greece for the first time, and it's actually the first ever time I haven't spent Christmas, sorry about the moving, with my mum. She's in Greece. So this year I'm planning on making some major changes. Don't know yet. I've got 3 ideas. Probably like I'm certainly buying a van, but I don't know if I'm going to get a small or a big van. And I don't know if I'm going to properly live out the van or just get a little van. So I don't know yet. I'm trying to decide. But I'm going to get a proper conversion, so I'm really psyched about that. So I'll bring a few van life videos into this channel, but I do want to try and keep it all about camping, because it's not a van life YouTube video, but it will help add to the pizzazz. Anyway, I wanted to show you the book I'm reading. I'm a very spiritual person, and lately, the last couple of months, I have had a couple of near misses for like out of body experience projection. I have nearly, or pretty much have out of body projected, astral projected as you call it, which has changed how I view life quite a fair bit. So for any of you watching this who can relate, you can relate. Now this wasn't by choice, this was purely just because I started meditating every day, and the meditation and the breath work from the Wim Hof stuff I'm doing brought it all on. Which, after researching it, is what happens. So, it's awesome, and I'm reading, it's called The Odyssey of the Soul, and it's by Frank Labbott, forwarded by William Boulam. I can't say that. Experiments on the Edge of Consciousness, and it's so interesting so far. I mean, I'm not a reader, I really struggle to focus, and I've got nearly halfway through the book, so I'm hoping to read about 50 pages tonight. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I got this book and that was my Christmas present to myself. I haven't bought myself a tent. This is a borrowed tent. This is not my tent I'm in. I'm not a herder. If I was able to find a lighter 4-season tent that I liked, I would probably give my Acto away and sell it. I'm trying to downsize a lot of stuff right now. I'm also trying to sell my PC, and the new laptop I buy is probably going to cost about $2,500 because I'm trying to have a graphics card, 32 gigabytes, and yeah, that all costs money. Because I want it to last me 10 years. I don't buy things. So my PC will probably sell for about 1,300 or something like that. And I'm going to miss it because I really like my PC a lot. And if I had the money, I would keep the PC for future when I get a house. And then also have the laptop, but I can't afford to have both. So yeah, I'm going to sell my PC. And that's that really. God, I don't know what to say really. What's new? New Year spent with mum's friends and another girl that's roughly my age. That's my mum's friend's girlfriend's daughter, who I know 2 years now. She's lovely, and we had a lovely night last night. I'm just a bit tired because I woke up at 11:30 because I went to bed at 2. My sleep pattern's been all over the place this Christmas. I've been sleeping at 2 every night, waking up at 11. So yeah, but I have been training. On the plus side, I've been training. I've started doing cardio now. I haven't done cardio since I couldn't hike and all that, so I started to do cardio, trying to build my strength back, but I'm really struggling. I have to work around the carpal tunnel syndrome I've formed in my thumb. I can't do any straight bar dips, which is not good for me because I like calisthenics. So I am kind of doing muscle ups a bit, but I can only do 1 rep because if I keep doing it, it starts killing. I can't even put my weight on it. So to keep the practice there, I do 1 at the start of every session with the bands just to remember the technique. I actually couldn't get myself up for the first couple of weeks because I hadn't done any training for upper body training. I'd done training, but not that kind of training for 3 months. So it's amazing how much you lose it because I was at 10 pull-ups and then I suddenly dropped to 3. So I'm building up slowly. I had a shoulder impingement as well, which I think is slowly going away. Fingers I'd cross, I don't think I'd need keyhole. I hope not. There is certain movements I still can't do, I can't do certain overhead movements still, so it's not gone completely. My ankle, yeah, my knee's getting better. Yeah, things are slowly getting better. It's just a long process, and I want to return to figure skating and running, and that's a big ask, but I think it's achievable, and I have faith that by the end of 2025 and hopefully 2026 I will be injury free completely. Now that doesn't go to say that my carpal tunnel will be gone, because I think that needs surgery, but I can hear geese or ducks. I hope no one comes and steals my Osmo throughout the night. I'm leaving it all night. There was 2 options. There was one, I might move it halfway through the night and put it facing sunrise. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't know how long I can read for lying on my back, but I'm trying. I really need some kind of solution for this. That's my hot water bottle ready. One has joined, but he's freezing because he forgot to bring his thermals. So now that he knows the hot water bottle's on the go, he's going to go inside there. It's 8:30, guys. I'm getting an early night, but I'm going to wake up halfway through the night and relocate the night lapse. Yeah! I've put you on ultra wide. Just giving it a test, you know. What can I say? I've not really got much new to share with you guys, apart from the fact that I've still not found my tent pegs anywhere. So I don't know what's happened to them. But I guess I'm hoping they'll be under the tent or something. Although I've checked under the tent already. But today's the 2nd of January. I have no plans. I'm not back to work till Monday. It's Thursday right now. So I was going to maybe do some more camping this weekend. We'll see how it goes. This was a very cold night. I was warm in my bag, but outside, anytime I had to go for a wee, oh my God. It is actually probably one of the coldest nights I've had. And I think it is colder than the night I had at Kinlochleven at my last camp, which is unbelievable to say because there was gusts of 60 with -4 then, so I don't know how that works. Maybe it's just the way I am at the minute. Maybe it's the fact that I didn't have my big gloves with me as well. I had my small gloves only, my liner gloves. That might be why. So, and I'm on my own, which can be another key factor because you're distracted when you're with someone. So that's possibly why it feels colder. All right, we've got power. We've got SD card life. And it turns out that I think my gas has been running out because, well, I don't know why, sorry. Because I had my gas in my sleeping bag all night, so it wasn't in the cold. I don't know what's happened there, being it's a new canister. I've barely used it. You know what? I don't think that gas is designed for winter conditions that I've got. Because the last, I had a different canister, which must have been stronger in winter. That might be why. Anyway, I've completely forgot what I was saying. In the time that I've forgotten that, somehow, even though without being outside, that has happened, and now I can't get that off my shoe. I haven't even walked outside. It's just, look, it's like a high heel. It's genuinely like a high heel. Look at that. High heels on the mountain, shall we say? Oh, there we go. There's still a bit of a flame there. I have hope. What can I say about my gear? That's what it was. It was what can I say about my gear time. Right. I've tested and used my RAB, my sleeping bag, 900, many times in these conditions, and it's always succeeded. So if you're not fussed at a big pack size and a little bit of weight, go for it. It's not that heavy, to be honest. It's 1.4 for a 4 seasons, quite good. But I am looking for the Western Mountaineering sleeping bag that's equivalent to this bag. That's much smaller, so that's 600 quid. I must say the Flex Tail is great. I haven't had any issues with that. There's just been the odd occasions in the mornings when I wake up, it's coldest in the mornings. Sometimes I don't think that's not the sleeping pad. That's me not being in my bag properly with the draft coming in. So ignore what I'm saying.
In terms of wind, yeah, we had like 20 gusts last night, not much. I've pegged the tent. I didn't pitch the tent well enough for 50 mph winds. I would have made a better job if I'd known it was going to be windier. But no, it's very well pitched still. Definitely to withstand 40 gusts. It's not budged. It's solid, as you can see. But yeah, personally, this tent is a no-go for me. I don't even think I would use this in summer. It's not the tent. I just don't like. First time ever pitching a pole tent, having the time to use a pole tent on my own, and it hasn't been a good experience for me. I just find it way more comfortable being in a tent with not trekking poles, but poles. A little bit of heavier, but a sacrifice for more comfort for me. I'm sorry. I do get the ultralight backpacking thing. I do have a pole ultralight, my Bobcat ultralight, which is great, and I would never use it in winter, but that's my all-round summertime conditions. Anything up to about 3 Celsius, I'd use that. Maybe 5, not quite 3. I don't know, I've not tried it, but it's ultralight. It's 1 kilogram, under 1, so I'll be using that. I've done a couple of reviews in that tent. I've used it quite a fair few times up here as well. What else? In terms of frost, it's frosted inside out. The inner is the good things about this tent now. The inner is completely dry. Well, because it's cold weather, that's expected. I just think there's too much more negative. I just think there's no need for 2 vestibules in this tent. I'd rather have more space in the inner and have the inner stretch out with the pole in the middle of the inner than having all that space that I've just not used and being cramped in this one section, which is still quite spacious, to be honest, but like I'd rather that as well. Yeah, I think it's because it's such a new brand and tent. I think there's lots of things to be done and changed. Maybe having the 2-person version of this would be better, but for the reasons I want it, like summit camping, it's a bit of a faff for me. So yeah, I would totally recommend it as a tent. No, all-rounder, fantastic tent. I do love it. That's why I came out in it. I'm so contradictory, aren't I? But I do love the tent. It's just not for what I want it, really. I felt like, because I think my poles are not strong enough to go higher, but it can be pushed higher. I've got headroom, but there could have been a bit more headroom over here, for example, or over there. Because one pole there and one pole there, you find that when the wind's hitting the tent, if it hits it on this side, it pushes in, and if it hits it on that side, it pushes in. It is secure, but it hits your head or it hits your feet, and I find that annoying. Anyway, I'm being completely brutally honest about this tent, although it's not supposed to be a tent review, really, is it? I can't remember. Anyway, I've probably edited a lot of stuff out because I'm waffling so much. This cup of tea is never going to be ready, guys. Oh my god, I'm glad there's a lid on this thing. It's lukewarm. It's just not quite warm enough yet. Well, guys, these Anchor charge packs, Anchor, first time I've ever used it to connect it to kind of like a device overnight. Left it for 12 hours in the freezing cold. Still got 3 bars left for charging your phone, which is about 4 charges, maybe something like that. I'd say more. So that's brilliant. I'm shocked, actually. And the Action 4 did so well too. It didn't turn off all night. It's brilliant. I think the GoPro would have turned off. So that's fantastic. Yeah. I just want my pegs back. That's the reality of it, man. I want my Hilleberg tents back. I had a look outside and I couldn't see them anymore. So they must be somewhere, but where? I don't get it. That's never happened to me before. I never lose my pegs. I've never lost my pegs or my poles or anything to do with the tent. It's always been other stuff that I lose. But yeah. Oh man. Hello, I'm filming you from the tent. The sun is going to rise in 10 minutes. It is almost 35 past 8, and I am all snug in the hub. Yes. Honestly, I just give up with the filming. I'm gonna finish my coffee because it's lukewarm. It's freezing, guys. I'm suffering this morning. Hard to film with my hands. Really hard. Sean's he's very cold. He's just he's not really enjoying this camp. We both know. I remember I'm joking. I am, but he's enjoying that view though. It's cold. It's quite windy. Well, it's very windy. Oh, I mean, it's not very. For this cold weather, it's windy. Okay. I'm not gonna talk much. We're just doing the whole talk to camera with the mic. Oh. Yeah. The tent is absolutely frozen to bits. The sun's rising. It's beautiful. I haven't really gone looking around yet for my pegs. Now, I still haven't come across them. Anyway, enough about the peg story. I just get really... I think we're all like that as campers, aren't we? We're like... We don't want to lose things that cost a lot. And lately, with a lot of my recent camps, maybe because I've not been summit camping for a while, and I just got back to it from the injury, I keep losing stuff. Everywhere. I just keep losing it. Wherever I go. Whoop, gone. See, it's nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Anyway, so... I mean, what can I say about the reason why I would get up and do a camp like this on my own? Such cold weather. I mean, I've not got much to say this time round because I'm suffering. I'm really not selling it, yes. But I'm still loving it at the same time. It's a very strange feeling. It's like I'm suffering, but I love it at the same time. I don't know how to explain that. I guess you have to be a certain type of like person to enjoy this kind of thing like this. But yeah. Oh, Northern Lights. Let's talk about Northern Lights. Oh my god. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm going to get the camera and talk to you in selfie mode. Put you down there. Little clip. Here we go. Get you up here. Touch the screeny. Can I see myself? Alright, so yeah, amazing. I mean, if okay, so like a couple of months ago I saw a G5 storm that was like probably a G4 for about 10 minutes and then it dropped to like G2. But yeah, honestly, amazing, hyped, so hyped. That's the frost on the tent. Oh, back to what I was saying. I'm hyped. If I'd seen that before what I'd seen in October or whatnot, that would have been the best Northern Lights I'd ever seen. But it didn't. Obviously, I've seen better. So I think my next thing is now I just really want to be in Iceland or Sweden or Norway, especially skating on the loch at the time it happens. Obviously, like you see on Instagram, but because I'm a figure skater. Well, was anyway. But no, still stunning. I mean, over there, legitimately, the colour came to pink and red. You don't tend to see the greens a lot in Scotland. It's all the reds. I did see greens the last time, however. Yeah, it was really strong. I don't think that was planned or expected. It was spontaneously happened. As soon as it got dark enough, you could see it. But it was that strong all day. It's a shame we weren't getting... You know, it's a shame it didn't last longer than 10 minutes because it died completely after that.
So that was lovely to bring in the new year. I mean, wow. What can you ask for? Northern Lights, and you guys are probably sat there thinking, come on, be a bit more grateful, aren't you? Oh my god, I'll just stop it now. No, I'm pleasantly surprised. Trig. Sunrise. Tent. So this is how lazy I'm being. I did think of like flying the drone through that little gap, but because my memory stick's full and then I have to put it from the action camera to the GoPro, to the DJI drone, sorry, and then swap them back again, I just really can't be bothered. I'm sorry guys, the effort is nil this morning. I'm looking over to Lowther Hills over there. Oh, there's a... I mean, it's just like this, the snow. It's nothing much, but there's a little sprinkle. Hey guys, so in case you're wondering what bag I've got, it's a new bag I'm testing out. It's the Xped, I always forget, Xped Lightning 60. It's a 60 litre, sorry. You can get it in 45 I believe as well. So yeah, so I'm testing this bag out. It's a 60 litre, I'm used to a 65 litre, but we've coped well so far. Sean's going in. If you've got most average gear that most people have, and you can't afford, you know, spending an extra £200-300 on each bit of gear, even though, for example, like a Rabascent sleeping bag, the one I have is like probably £300 brand new. It's still expensive, but then to get the equivalent to that ultra lightweight would be 600-ish. So if you're looking to spend double to go ultra lightweight, then this bag, I mean, I managed, but I would 65 if I've got the gear I've got now, would be better. I'm managing, bear in mind, if I didn't have the drone and other bits and bobs, then it'd probably be okay. It's a lovely design. The outside shuts close, and the only thing I'm struggling with a little bit, which I need to get which I have a band for, is putting the Z-Lite on. And to be honest, I want to ditch the Z-Lite and get a smaller version of the Z-Lite, because this one's too big. And I don't like having things sticking out of my bag anyway. I'm not really a fan of it anymore anyway. I never used to have a Z-Lite. It's actually quite new for me. Like, I mean, but yeah, I found the pegs. Dry bag, which I always pack a tent in, because if it gets wet it won't soak the rest of your bag. And the tent always belongs on top of the bag because it weighs you down and it hurts your back otherwise if it's at the bottom. So I'm a big fan of dry bags. So, quite straightforward this. Just undo it. Again, down it comes. Make sure the inner's closed, of course. Let's get the pegs out. Hopefully they're not too frozen into the ground. Or you can just kick them otherwise. Ah! Yeah, there you go. Keep the inner inside the outer. And as you can see, I kept it attached at all times. Get all the air out, use my knees. Look at that. That weighs less than a kilogram. Whew, a bit chilly, I want to get moving. So yeah, I look forward to hearing your comments. I loved all your comments over the festivities. I loved it. I loved it so much, and yeah, it really makes me want to come back and do more, you know. And yeah, if you'd like to share my stuff, it always helps. And pressing the like and subscribe button also helps a lot too for the channel. And I'll see you in the next one, yeah? Ciao! We are walking home. Home!